Hello, my name is Reverend Dr. Victor Aloyo Jr., and I am the 11th president of Columbia Theological Seminary. Mental health and wellness plays a very important part in the life of today's church. Individuals in our communities are seeking locations where they can find emotional, spiritual, and physical respite. Places where they will not be judged, yet that they will have those particular platforms where they are able to connect elements of faith and elements of well-being. It is critical for the church to be able to understand the duality of those roles. The fact that the message of the gospel speaks to the entirety of a person's transformation. In other words, spiritual sanctification also entails how we relate with one another, how we are able to understand our own capacities, how we are able as well to integrate those essential faith tenets within our particular day-to-day living. The church is called to be that transformative location where individuals will be able to synthesize that information without judgment. One of the emphases that we are developing and creating with all the platforms at Columbia Theological Seminary is in regards to how mental health is an integral part of leadership formation and ministry development. What I have understood based upon conversations on campus and with colleagues abroad, colleagues such as administrators, academicians, and clergy, is the fact that there's a need for a greater opportunity to tap into one's own humanity, refortifying our coping mechanisms in regards to mental health and mental well-being is critical today. We have experienced so many different realities as a result of the past pandemics and the current socioeconomic realities today. And as a result of that, that impacts our whole being, not just the intellect, not just the emotional, not just the spiritual. It's the entire makeup of our own humanity. And therefore, in order to prepare servant leaders, scholars, to be relevant in its message of the gospel, we need to also tap into our capabilities of understanding what causes us to be angry, what raises our anxiety, how do we navigate and wrestle with issues of the day and our faith in God. And for that reason, we are focusing in the years to come on matters of mental health and well-being. Our students need to be able to understand their own capacities as they are ministering to individuals in the pews or anywhere that they are tapping into real life circumstances of those in whom they will be serving. In so doing, the servant leader needs to be able to understand their own capabilities and their own dynamics in order to be relevant with those who will be sharing the intricate details of their experience on a day-to-day basis. And for that reason, it is important for seminarians as future leaders within communities to understand what are those particular disciplines of mental health and as well-being. To take care of oneself spiritually, physically, emotionally is as well critical in an effective leader in today's world. I believe Columbia Theological Seminary is at this moment leading the charge to recognize the fact that leadership formation, to create a student leader scholar, is to understand that mental health and mental well-being is critical as we move forward in the formation of leaders. And so Columbia Theological Seminary is acknowledging that reality. And it is encompassing that within our academic programs as well as our campus climate ventures. And that is one of the reasons why we are setting the course. And I believe that we are also setting the pace because many times in theological institutions or institutions of higher learning, it's either one or the other. It's either you're focusing in the academic realities or on co-curricular events. What we're saying is that co-curricular and curricular need to be embracing these realities in the formation of leaders. And that is what we're doing. We have acknowledged that. It is in our strategic directives, and it is at every level of the institution's enterprise.